Hey folks, and welcome to one more game of Ticket to Ride. And I know it's been a while since I last did one of these, and I'm not going to do them very often. But, you know, I figured, fuck it, let's have another shot at one. We'll call this Gargle. It's open. It's ranked. We want 4 people. I don't care about their karma. No robots. We're gonna hide the cards and we are going to go. And hopefully people will show up soon. Holy shit, we got 2 players already. Oh sweet, we got all of them. Let's get to it. Nice short route. Too far away. Ridiculous. Oof, ridiculous. You know what? I'll take... fuck it, this one and this one. Ooh. Now, I haven't played Europe too much. There's a few awkward rules surrounding it. For example, these bits here, where the track looks a little different than the rest of it, those are tunnel cards. Well, tunnel pieces of track. And when you play a train on them, it flips over the top 3 cards of the deck. And I think it is if there's a wild card, or if there's cards of the same colour that you used to try and play for that area, it causes your train to crash. And you lose the cards you paid, but you don't lose the trains. At least I think you lose the cards you played. As I said, it's... you know, I don't really play it that often, so I'm not too sure. And if that happens, you can pay a wild card, if you have one, in order to, you know, keep things on track. Also, these spaces here with the little dash in one of them, that means you have to play a wild card in that space. Which can be a little awkward, but, you know, it's just one of those things. You kinda have to just deal with it. For example, this space here. Oh! Well, that's strange. Normally when I see that little bit, it means that I need... Oh, it did. Sorry, I thought it just took my 4 blues. But no, it took 3 of my blues and my wild card, so I was right. Unfortunately. Now, if these enemies of ours can hurry up, we might just be able to get some gaming done. And of course we can always veg out to the beautiful music while we're waiting. Oh, come on, Mr. Red. Come on. Bunch of question marks. Are you going to play the game or not? I don't know if I can kick him out. And he certainly doesn't want to make a move. We'll be relatively polite. Make a move, please. There we go. Thank you. See? Polite. Now, I'm going to take these two greens so I can join up my tiny little area here. As long as no one blocks me off, because you know, I'm fairly telegraphing here that I need those two little spots. Picking up two conveniently placed greens and all. But no one wanted to screw with me, so that was nice of them. Now, I just need to figure out which way is the best way to go. Well, for starters, I will take a couple of randoms, and they are perfect randoms. Now, the question here is, what way am I going to go now? I'm going to aim for getting a few whites. I'm just going to aim for getting as many cards of the same colour as possible, really. I need 8 cards of the same colour, because I'm going to throw them at that track up top. This could be very gruesome if I fail at getting that top spot. But it's something I really gotta do at this point, because I need to make sure that I can't be blocked off. There's very little chance of anyone else being nuts enough to go get that. But the areas between here and there, like, people can easily get this little track here and block me off from going that way. Let's see more random draws. Okay, blue has definitely screwed me on that area. So I'm just gonna have to attempt to get 8 cards up the top there. I want to keep as many wild cards as possible, so that if the cards flipped over from the deck are bad, I'm not going to be too screwed over. But you know what? I really ought to just finish off this edge of the route first. fucking red guy again. Do 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 do. It's wonderful just sitting here listening to music like this, but I would appreciate it, player 1114391, if you would just please move. Even player 1109528 is getting annoyed with him and his slow playing. That dastardly fiend! Making us wait on him. Now, I'm either gonna need to start pulling lots of blues or pinks, because I'm gonna use up my blacks, oranges and yellows in a moment here. I'll start with the small stuff, just get it out of the way. Gotta finish off these small sections of the route. That way I can move on to the other area up top. I don't want that blue to disappear though, so I might just pull it. Ooh, and another wild card. Just grab this little section here. I don't think anyone else is being crazy enough to try and pull off that 8-car track at the top. Because pulling off one of these tracks, it is seriously tough going. Especially going by the way I'm doing it. I mean, I could always circle around, get those blues, pinks or yellows, then onto the reds, and then finally the blues up there. But I think I'll go for broke this way. Seems like a much more interesting way of doing things. And I gotta pull it off because I'm on 18 points. Blue's on 31. And he's pulling extra feckin' routes because he must have completed his 2. Must have gotten some relatively short ones. Whereas I've got a short one and a fucking awkward one. Now, not getting nothing good so far. Ah, shit! He took my blue. That dickhole. First he makes us wait forever, and then he takes the card I wanted. That's a dick move and a half. I'm getting a hell of a lot of wild cards though, I have to say. Everyone else is playing a hell of a lot more trains than I am. We're still a long way off. If you guys have any blue cards in there, please play them. Because it certainly looks like that'll be the set of cards I get to the end of this track with. Wow, he's pulling himself a couple more routes. It's a little strange that he'd go and do that. I mean, he only just pulled a couple of routes there a minute ago, which means he must have gotten a very easy route from, you know, combining up with what he'd already got. So I've got 4 reds and 4 blues. See, that's what happens. You flip over the top 3, and if something matches up, you gotta pay a wild card. Another wild card and a green. See, I could just play the wild card and either the red or the blue, but I want to maximize my chances for finishing off that big ass route. And that blue will help with that. If I could get just one more blue, I'd give it a shot. Or even 2 more reds, I don't know. Depends what I pull on the next draw. I think people are on to me now. Well, there's my 6th blue. I'm gonna give that top spot a shot, because that way I'll have 4 train cards to play, 4 locomotives to play, and that should save me, and it should get me that top spot. Fingers crossed, folks. Let's try it. Sweet! We got it! We got it! We jumped up in points, and we're going to pull ourselves a couple of routes now on our turn. See if we can't join up a few bits here. Probably not going to be able to join up too many. That'd be an awkward one. That would also be a little awkward. But this one we can do. This one now. For this one we'd have to do something really awkward, so we'll just go with this. We'll get this little area here. How are we gonna go about this? We'll start with this. And yes, we'll pay a locomotive, because as you can see, we got a locomotive on the turn there. So that cost us 2. We played 1 as a train car, and we had to pay 1 so that we didn't crash. Go down the pink route. And we have to pay a pink wagon, because there was a locomotive there and we had a spare wagon. We were able to play that rather than one of our wild cards. We got ourselves a lucky break. And he's pulling another set of routes. I don't know what his game is, but he is really playing hard. He is playing to win. Although I guess that kind of goes without saying. We're all playing to win in our own crazy ways. We'll just stick that there. Now I'm going to pull that black at the top, just so that I have 3 cards here so that if, say, 2 locomotives come up, I can just pay the 2 I have here, and that'll be fine and dandy, and I won't have to worry about nothing. Play the black. Sweet, I got it without having to pay a thing. Of course, now the question is, what do I do next? I can try and pull some roots. In fact, I will, but these could be very risky. Not a hope. Not a hope, and not a fucking hope. So I'll just pick any old route, this one. So 4, 5, 9, 11. I'm 4 short if I go that way. 2, 5, 6. Actually, this is doable. Go here. Perfect. I'll just take this single red space there. No one's going to try and take that on me now. Now I gotta get a couple of oranges. And really after that, anything else in 4. Possibly reds. And I'm just thinking that because there's 2 reds up there, face up on the board for me to draw. Now, if I'm lucky, I should be able to pull a few tickets. Actually, you know what? I am not going to do this. I will be 1 train short. Because I can't. Actually, I can. If I can... How do I do this? Yes, I want to build a station there. See, the station works like this. If I put it on a space owned by another player, I can use one of the routes out of it to complete one of my routes. So now that'll take any of those. It can either take Berlin to Frankfurt or Berlin to, what is that called? Weed? But it can take that to that anyway. And on either one, wait, was there a white one there I could have gone on? Anyway, it can take either one and it'll join up to my track, and I will gain a full route if I have a route along that area. Of course, you get bonus points for how many stations you have at the end of it, I think, or you lose points for playing them. One or the other. It really boils down to very much the same thing in the end. Right now, all I need to focus on is getting this 4-space track. If I can get this, I'm sorted. If I can get these 3 oranges as well, that's a bonus. It's really not necessary, but I can do it now. I can do it, no bothers. In fact, I could actually force an end game as long as no one else does. We'll just have to see how we do. Play that. We have to play one locomotive, that's fine, we had a spare. And now, when it gets to our turn, we will force the end game. By playing this. Now I don't think that's anywhere near the longest train there, so I don't think we're going to get points for that. Ooh, definitely not after that being played. I mean, yellow's got a long, snaky thing going on there. And yeah, I can play that one little space there for an extra point. An extra cheeky point at the end. Let's see how things stack up though. Ooh! Red missed out on a big one and a little one. A 20-pointer really cost them. Shit, yellow missed out on a 8. Ooh, got a 20. That's nice for them. A 10. Go down into blue. Holy shit, he missed one. Getting some good points there. Me, I got pretty much all of mine, including that wonderful one there. Oof, second place. Oh god. He just snaked that with the longest train. Congrats, yellow. Longest train for the win. Probably already disappeared, but may as well be nice and be generous. Player 1109528. It was a close call. Anyway, thanks for watching this game, guys. It's been a bit of fun. Maybe we'll have a few more of these soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.